will break down your work area and dispose of supplies used in the previous sections of this examination. You will prepare your work area for a new client. You will set up the universal supplies you will use for the remainder of the examination. You will also set up the supplies for the following sections of the examination: chemical waving, predisposition test and strand test, highlighting with foil, virgin application, hair color retouch, virgin hair relaxer application. You will prepare your client for chemical services. You will be expected to follow all client protection, safety, and infection control procedures. You will have 15 minutes to complete this section. You will be informed when you have 8 minutes remaining. Do not demonstrate any procedures until the verbal instructions are given and you are instructed to begin. Step back to indicate you have finished. The instructions will be repeated. You will prepare your work area for a new client. You will set up the universal supplies you will use for the remainder of the examination. You will also set up the supplies for the following sections of the examination: chemical waving, predisposition test and strand test, highlighting with foil, virgin application, hair color retouch. You will prepare your client for chemical services. You will be expected to follow all client protection, safety, and infection control procedures. You will have 15 minutes to complete this section. You will be informed when you have 8 minutes remaining. Do not demonstrate any procedures until the verbal instructions are given and you are instructed to begin. Step back to indicate you have finished. You may begin.
All right, welcome back. You are visiting Lasting Layers of Beauty Institute hair page here on YouTube. Just want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please share, like, and subscribe. There will be more videos yet to come. So I just want to go over the basis of the video that you are watching right now. So in the State Board of Georgia for Cosmetology, as well as hair designs, there are several different disciplines. And the way that I teach this course is I break it down with client number 1, client number 2, client number 3, and client number 4. For hair design, you will only need a client number 1 and client number 2 because you would be utilizing the same mannequin. With State Board, as it relates to cosmetology, there will be client number 1, client number 2, both done on the mannequin, the same as hair design, but client number 3 will also be on the mannequin. However, that will be for facials only. Client number 4 would actually be done on a mannequin hand because you have to do sculptured nail. This is the year of 2021, August of 2021 to be exact. So if you are watching this video at a different date, make sure you go back to the NIC website as well as each individual state board website so that you are following the right steps and doing the correct tests. So let's back up to client number 1. Okay, in this discipline that they are working on right now is client number 2. Previous sections, which I did not record, and I will probably upload it later on so that you can have a client number 1 video. Client number 1, when I say client number 1, it's because the discipline is separate by itself and it is non-stop. Both tests will be separate by itself again, and it's going to be non-stop. So client number 1 actually begins with Marcel curling iron test, which is the thermal curling test. And then you would go right into hair cutting. So they've already finished this previous section. And once they finish this previous section, we go right into universal setup. So this would be the second universal setup for the actual test. The first universal setup, you get 15 minutes to actually set up your supplies, make sure everything is sanitized, getting your station ready again for client number 1, which is thermal curling. And then the second test or the second discipline would be hair cutting right after. That is 30 minutes. And then they're going to read the directions, just like I said at the beginning of the video. Once they read the directions at the beginning of the video, they're going to say the same exact words that you heard me say. They will repeat the instructions twice. And then the first step you would do is sanitize your hands. So once my students have sanitized their hands, you're going to start breaking down that actual station or that actual client in this case as well, and begin to empty the contacts into the correct bags. You will have 3 bags. One is items to be disinfected, the other is trash, and soiled linen would be the third bag. So when they're reaching underneath the tables, you have to put the proper items into the proper bag. Also, every time you're going in and out of the bag, you want to make sure to stop and sanitize your hands. This is what they are looking for. You can no longer bring anything that is not a disinfectant. You can't bring a aerosol spray bottle. So you see that they are using disinfectant wipes. So you would have to have a lot of disinfectant wipes. They have to be fungicidal, virucidal, and germicidal, and they need to protect you from different bacteria and pathogens. So we want to be safe. Even if this is a mock test, they're still evaluating you for your safety and infection control procedures, making sure that you are following the right precautions to make sure that you are safe, and also your client is safe. Okay, so continue to watch the video, watch the students, and we want to make sure that you are timing yourself. They were able to accomplish this feat in 10 minutes. So hopefully you can zoom in, or maybe you can put it on a different device where you can see it a little bit more vivid. I do apologize if the clarity is not the best. I'm just now starting to upload more content. Thank you so much for being so patient with me as we upload this next video. I do appreciate all of your support. And if you have questions about State Board, again, you're more than welcome. I do offer Zoom classes for anybody that is in the country. And I'll be happy to help you navigate. Even though I'm licensed in Georgia as an instructor, I would be happy to help you navigate through the NIC website, because it is national, to see what the standards are and the tests that are taken to make sure that you can pass your exams with flying colors. Again, thank you so much. My name is Mrs. Willers. Please continue to watch the rest of the video. I didn't want to over talk for too long and go into too much explanation in detail. I would behoove you to call for further clarity, or if you have any questions, you may email me at lastinglayersofbeauty@gmail.com. Again, that email address is lastinglayersofbeauty@gmail.com. And my phone number is 770-896-6186. The number again is 770-896-6186. Thank you very much, and have a beautiful and wonderful happy hair day.